G'day everybody, how's it going? Let's turn on the car and let's go for a drive. We'll turn that off. Once again, don't want to be copyrighted. Okay, I'll back out. We are good. How's the mount? Good. Checks are done. Okay, you good, car? There we go, we're good. Okay, so today we're just going to talk about some secrets I've found after doing a bit of research about the Stinger, well, the Kia Stinger GT. So it was kind of, there isn't much information out there about secrets and features about the Stinger GT, but I have found a few. It's taken me a little bit to get enough info, I think, but hopefully I've got enough now. This is a big puddle. Go slowly through that. Very good. Yeah, so with that, I guess let's start off with the first feature. So, first feature, first secret. I'm going to call them secrets, because, I mean, it's not information that's generally known, or average car information that is on every car, you could say. Some things unique to the Stinger, and some things unique just to the Kia brand as a whole. So the first thing, let's just go through the key fob first, I'd say, because there's 3 buttons on the key fob of the Stinger. There's the lock button, which is a big round button on top, which kind of looks cool, because it's kind of like launching a missile or something, or like igniting a bomb, because it's just like it's a big round lock button on top of the key fob, which is kind of cool. And then there's the unlock button down the side, and then a boot button further down the side. So, and where the boot button has a symbol where it says, well, it's opening the boot, and then it says hold on it. So, which way? Let's go this way. Yeah, so, of course the lock button locks the car, and the unlock button unlocks the car, and then the boot button, so if you hold down the boot button, it automatically lifts open the boot, and then if you, how do I get on here again? I have to go around. Sorry. Gotta navigate here. Yeah, so if I hold down the boot button, it opens the boot automatically. But if you just press it, it unlocks the boot. And then if you... Now, here's something that's not obvious. So if you hold down the unlock button, it won't just unlock the car. It'll put all the windows down, it'll unfold the mirrors, and it'll also open the sunroof. Which is, well, if you want to cool down the car real quick, especially where I am, you need to get the heat out of the car, because you will be cooking if that thing is left in the sun. Go around. 100. Time to be overtaken by everyone. because this thing will not get to speed. Oh, car behind me's not really... Okay, we're chilling. Oh, something's happened across there. Accident, maybe? Looks like something. I don't know what that is. Holy crap. Yeah, so if you hold down the unlock button, it unlocks, well, it opens all these parts in the car. But then, the opposite is with the lock button. So it'll close all the windows, fold the mirrors, and close the sunroof. Which is pretty good. I open the windows pretty often, I'd say. And I might forget, so it saves me hopping back in the car, I guess, if I could just hold down the lock button and it closed all the windows for me, because usually sometimes I forget the window's open and I have to hop back in, realizing a bit late. Another thing you can do with the key fob is do a remote start to the car, to the Stinger. So, I mean, it's more of a quirk than it is something that'd be useful, but I mean, maybe you can get the car warmed up faster, I guess, before hopping in. Although you're better warming up by doing not driving hard, but driving soft. Pretty sure that's better for the car than just leaving it to idle, but I'm not sure. Actually, I think diesel, you might be better off idling to warm it up, but I could probably correct me on that. Yeah, so it's got a remote start. So how you do that is you press the lock button once, and then you press the boot button twice, and well, the car will start and just idle. I don't think it turns back off again, it just turns on, which is pretty cool. And that's all the features I'd say for the key fob. Another feature is, this one might be common knowledge if you know about Stingers, but so if you put the car in sport mode, so there's a little sport dial on the center console, if you turn it to sport, the seat bolstering will tighten up and squishy tighter. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'd say I'd prefer tighter bolstering than looser bolstering, so if I had one I'd probably leave it in sport mode for that reason. Even though I'd probably burn more fuel because it'd rev higher and have stiffer suspension and have a heavier steering wheel feel. But oh well, the bolstering's tighter, which I like. This car right now I'm in, the Honda Jazz, has kind of it has got bolstering. I mean, it's tighter than some cars I've been in, which is quite nice. I mean, I'm a smaller body, but yeah, I don't mind a little bit of bolstering. Keeps me in my seat. So that's pretty cool. I've got to blinker properly, my god. Yeah, so that's the thing. Now, here's definitely a hidden feature. So, in the navigation, there is if you tap the left side of the screen 4 times, and then the right side, trust me on this one, it puts the car on into engineering mode. So, for instance, in a Tesla, if you were to go into its where you can find the information about the car, so like its VIN number and its what the model of the car is, I forget what that thing is called, but if you go there and hold down the name on it, it will come up with a little menu and you just type in service and it'll put the car in service mode. So this is kind of a similar thing to that, but it's called engineering mode in the Stinger. So in engineering mode, there's a whole bunch of experimental features in there, like you can find on your smartphone, for instance. So I know I have a Samsung. If I go to the Samsung and go down to the bottom, I think, and then I hold down at something on the bottom. I forget how to do it, but it's something along those lines. There's also an experimental mode that you can go to, and then there's all these experimental settings you can try on your phone. We go on this way. So there's all these experimental features you can have in your Stinger there. And not only just that, oh no, there's an ambo. Someone's in well, not in trouble. Well, yes, in trouble, but not like in a cop way, as in a health way. Yeah, so there's all these experimental features in there, which is cool. But also you can run tests on your car and stuff. Let's go this way. But with these features, maybe you could, there's a word of caution about them, because I don't know if they can stuff up your car or not if you turn them on and then you're soft locked, but I doubt it, but you never know. So have caution when experimenting with that if you do that, if you have a Stinger, that is. I'm expecting more people watching here, or just be watching this because why not? Don't come out. There we go. For fun, that's why. We're here for the drive. That's the engineering mode, I'd say. Yeah, rung diagnostics and stuff. Another thing is, so I actually didn't know this till like not too long ago, because like no reviews say this, or it's really hard to see or notice, but in the mirror, like on the mirror, so for instance in a Toyota there's like SOS buttons on the roof, or there's probably other cars as well, but yeah, there's like an SOS button on the mirror, and there's two more buttons, but I forget what they are. And I actually don't know what SOS buttons are used for. But, well, I know if in case you have an emergency, say, I don't know, maybe you've been on a crash or you're broken down, you press the SOS button. But I don't know what it does. I don't know if it calls the cops or if it, I don't know, you have to set some number it calls maybe. I don't know how it works. That's something to look into. Or maybe you could explain in the comments for me. I'll respond to that. I usually respond to comments, I say, as I've gotten no comments on my videos before. But I will. We're good. That's the mirror. Yep. Here's another one, which is actually, I do like this feature. So if you put the car in reverse, so it comes up with this might be standard amongst most modern cars nowadays. But yeah, if you put the car in reverse on the screen, a reverse camera will come up, but as also a 360 camera will come up. But which is pretty good. It's good that it has that, because it's also kind of a large car. It's like Camry sized. Actually, I think it's a bit shorter than the Camry. Surprisingly. I thought the Stinger was longer than the Camry, but it's not. Like the brand new one. So that's cool. But not only that, when you put the, let's say you go on reverse, and then you go and drive, say you're trying to back into a spot and you got to go back and forth constantly, the reverse camera will stay up if you put the car in drive, and so will the 360 camera, up until you go reach 8 kilometers an hour, which isn't very fast, but like, let's say you're just doing a small maneuver, you're doing a 3-point turn, let's say, it keeps up the reverse camera and 360 camera, so that's good that it keeps that up. We're going to be stuck in slow traffic now. That's fun. Yeah, pretty good feature, I thought. For a second my brain went, oh, there's an anti-lag feature for the turbos. No, there isn't. Oh, maybe there is. Well, in whatever I found, no, there isn't. Oh my. Was there anything that I've missed? There really wasn't much I could find on this, sorry. I'm working off the best I've been given, let's say. Oh, yep, I remember one more thing. Now, this isn't a secret feature, but it's like a little hidden thing about the car that you won't know about unless someone tells you. But there's a lot of cars along here. What's the time? Holy cars! I never come this way at this time of day, usually. So, here's about this secret. So, the car has a LSD roller. LSD. Oh, the road's flooded over there. People doing U-turns. Maybe that's why it's so goddamn busy. Okay, we're good. It was just raining a lot, so makes sense. Yes, it has a limited slip differential. That's what the LSD is, if you didn't know. Now, so the car is only rear-wheel drive, so having a limited slip is handy, let's say. You'd have better traction and power through corners with it. I need a turn here. There we go. Yeah, you'd have better traction through corners. And why am I going this way? Oh, I'll go. I know where I'm going. Which is, well, it's definitely something you'd use more if you were having quite an enthusiast drive, well, like a sporty drive or a track drive. That's what makes this thing better on the track, I'd say, having an LSD. As I said in my previous video, it does just as well as an LC500 on the track. So, oh my. An LSD would definitely help with that. And that's about all I can think of, I'm going to be honest. pull over at the park here. Sweet. Great spot. Yeah, if you liked the video, give it a like. And don't forget to subscribe. And I've got another video about the Stinger before this, just doing my thoughts on it, which you can check out round about now probably. And new video about car coming soon. Let me know what you might want me to see or talk about. And other than that, I'll see you later. Goodbye.